Hello and welcome to another Elliott Wave analysis. Today I want to talk about oil again. Right. So the last time when I did an analysis of oil, I mentioned that oil is a short, right? And the reason is because of the um, the breakdown of the descending triangle, right? So over here, let's look for the idea that I have posted. Right. So this was done on the 17th of March, right? And I mentioned that you wait for the short, right? And then I believe the last time, the most recent one is actually using the futures. Okay. So this is on the 5th of April, okay, where there is already a break. And I mentioned to short it because of the breakdown of the descending triangle. Now let's look at this holistically again. Okay, so we go to the daily. And from this daily, I kept the descending triangle over here, the major one and the minor one, right? So it's a breakdown from two descending triangle, right? And there is a false breakout from this minor, in fact, from both the descending triangle. Now, I like false breakout a lot because a false breakout tells us that the opposite direction will be a very strong move, right? So a false breakout here, and then you see that it moved down, came back up again. So this is likely a wave two, right? And then it crashed it crashed down, right? So this was from 72 to 55, right? So it's not an insignificant break, right? So over here you see that price has started to retrace up again, right? So what does this tells us, right? It, likely it might want to test this resistance again, right? But I do not think that it will even reach there. The reason is because from this Elliott wave plot that I have, this breakdown, what I draw is this is a B, and a C, and this C itself is actually an ending diagonal, right? Or in the traditional technical analysis, this pattern itself, right? This whole pattern, right, is a wedge, right? So this is a rising wedge, right? So this is bearish. Right, this whole thing, I'll just change it to a purple to be in line with the trend line. Right, let's make it bigger. Okay, rising wedge. I believe this is another color. So this is a rising wedge. So this is a uh, more people will be familiar with this, right? As for this ABCDE, this one will be the let me just draw this as a, let me see whether this works. It's not really. Okay, I may need to. Okay, never mind. So this whole thing, A B C D E, right, in green color, right, this will be what we call an ending diagonal, right? Ending diagonal. So this is also bearish in this case, right? This is also bearish. Yeah, because it's a rising ending diagonal. So this one we put it as green and maybe smaller a bit because this is a pattern within the rising wedge, right? So there are two ways to enter this, right? So the first wave will be, if you wait for it to hit this trend line, right? Then you short. The other way is to uh, trade it when it breaks the trend line, right? Of course, there is a third way if you are more skeptical, which is the break of this trend line, right? So this one will be a break of trend line. No, this is break of wave D, right? Or horizontal support. Okay, so let's move this to the center here. So this is one way to short, another way to short, third way to short. So if you are shorting at the trend line, I would suggest to put in a little bit more buffer. Okay, the best is above this resistance, right? Right, because we want to cater for a force breakout. And what this means is that if you look at the daily again, I mentioned this earlier in this video that there's a force breakout, right? So what this means is that oil has a tendency to, or he has a historical tendency to do force breakout. So that is what we might want to cater for also, right? So put the stop a bit higher, right? And then yeah, the entire move will be, well, let's be a bit more conservative, right? Then we can update when price started moving more, right? I would say maybe just be a little bit less aggressive to put it the take profit over here. Okay, and this is where this wave B is. Okay, so this I will put it as conservative take profit target. Okay, so that's it for oil, right? I think the risk reward is actually very good. Yeah, so good luck in your trading. Thank you.